All right, so Graphical is an application that will allow us to not only analyze, but to reformat the data that we just collected. The data is going to be in a CSV file. This is called a comma separated valued file. I believe that's what you call it. So it's a what do you call it? A CSV or a CVS, comma value separated. I think it's CSV. So let me go and look that up real quick. CVS. I'm confusing that with CVS. It's CSV file. So comma. Oh, I don't even have you guys on the screen here. Let me put you up on the screen. I'm still talking. So it's comma separated values. It's a format. It's typically referred to as a flat file because it only contains data. It doesn't contain any kind of formatting. That's it. So now let's go ahead and go back to video physics. This is where we were. I'm just going to double tap on the screen and you can see up close, it didn't look as much like a circle. And I guess it doesn't look as much like one now, but it looks better, okay? What I want to do is I want to kind of like inspect it a little bit. And I'm going to use this icon. So you'll see that I have a circle here. You'll see that I have a cosine wave and I have a sine wave down here, and I have a sine wave and then a cosine wave up here. They don't really look like it because it's not smooth. And this particular wave is meaningless. And this one is meaningless, okay, because it has to do with time. Even the time portion is meaningless because there was no time in the event except me choosing where the points were going to go. So now let's just go right here. Okay, this is our share button. And we're going to share. Let me stop going too fast. So we're going to go to data file right here. And I'm going to share that data file by saying open in. And then I want to find Graphical. I have a lot of apps in here, but I don't have an infinite amount. So here's Graphical. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy this information to Graphical. And naming it allows Graphical, like if I go back to experiments, you'll see that Graphical is actually maintaining the name, all right? So I can go to this button and I can select a different format. So you can see we have one graph, all right? I can, let me do this. I can select 3 graphs. So there's nothing on the third graph because we don't have the data set for that. And then I can go to graph and table. All right, so this is now giving me some data, which is what I want. Time, X, Y, X velocity, and there's another one right over here, Y velocity. So I can go here or just select table, and it's just gonna give me my data table. So I'm gonna go ahead and share this information. Now I can share my data from this screen, or I can share it from this screen. It doesn't matter, you just go to data here. All right, so data. And what I want you to do now is to go to open in. And once we open this, we're going to go to Excel. So we want to copy this to Excel. So if you don't have that, just download it because, you know, if you don't like the iPad, your data analysis or your data collection can stop right here, and then we can just go to the desktop. Okay, so the desktop has more power, but the iPad has its own power because you can drive down. Well, you can be on. You can go somewhere. You can drive somewhere and still do the work. So what we need to do first is save a copy. And you know, I want to save a copy in my Dropbox because that's where I'm placing everything. Well, you may not know that. It's under physics term 8, and you'll see I have my unit circle here. Now remember that I was talking about. So it's under unit circle resources. Now this is for you guys. And I'm going to have my solutions here. So I'll save it again, but I want to save it under data. So I'm going to go ahead and be explicit here and let myself know that this is for the student. So I'll save that there. Okay. So I don't like to typically proceed without having these labels totally exposed because we don't know what they are. Now, the way I'm exposing them is by double tapping on the column here. So these are columns, just in case you guys don't know. So we have columns here, and then we have rows here. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, those are columns. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are rows. All right. So now I'm going to go back to B. I'm going to double tap on B. And I'm just doing this in, I'm doing this on the iPad. Double tap on C. I'm not even using this pop-up. Double tap on D. And then I'm going to double tap on E. All right. So the primary goal for this data will be to, the first thing we want to do is we want to find the radius. All right. So we're going to find the radius for this particular document in the next video.